Hey everyone, how's it going? Standing here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of some gameplay commentary, something I haven't done in quite some time. And basically just want to talk about Blackout and how the state of Alcatraz has sort of revived the game for me, and sort of reminded me as to why I really enjoyed this game. And I mean, first of all, I enjoyed Black Ops 4. Even after through all the debacle and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, this past month or two, not even 2 months, I would say this past month, the game has sort of been dropping off for me. It hasn't been as fun and as enjoyable, and therefore, I haven't really been finding a reason to want to play. I've been playing a lot more Blackout with my buddies. Played a ton of Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit's a blast, but case in point being that realistically, we don't usually have a fourth. And so it's usually a man down, or even worse situations, we would just run duo squads like what we're doing right now. And so now, albeit whenever we win a game, it's super satisfying, but it's usually not ideal to run in a duo squad essentially, right? But with that being said, I think Alcatraz and just this map in general really revived COD for me. I see myself playing this endlessly, constantly, because I think what this map stands for, it's not really the theme of the map that really gets to me. It's not the whole, oh my god, it's Alcatraz, they brought in the Blackout, that's so cool. It's the fact that the map is designed in a way to allow Call of Duty's fast-paced, action-packed, arcade shooter to really stand out, and really, I really enjoy this because I feel that I don't really have to rely on my squad mates. Essentially we're duo squads, right? And so playing in such tight corners really makes it feel like I'm playing multiplayer, and so basically makes every gun viable, I guess, excluding snipers and stuff like that. But LMGs are decently usable, ARs decently usable, SMGs are finally viable. I mean, you don't really see SMGs in the late game at all for normal Blackout. And normal Blackout just takes way longer, whereas this game, it just feels like enemies are constantly everywhere. And I mean, for me and my buddy Joey here, we almost always land, Cell House, which is essentially the tilted towers of, I guess you could say, Fortnite, or the tilted towers of this game. And so, with that being said, I mean, it's just a blast. It just feels constant action everywhere, and it just feels like we're playing a Call of Duty Battle Royale. Blackout just felt like a more arcadey, a slightly faster PUBG, if you will. Whereas, which isn't anything wrong. Don't get me wrong. When I played Hot Pursuit and stuff like that, that was a blast as well. But normal Blackout just doesn't feel like it's the same replayability. Because, I mean, for me, I was never a big guy on the whole, Battle Royale. You loot for 15 minutes to get shot in the back from some guy sitting in the other side of the map. I'm exaggerating a little bit there, but that's not really my ideal way of fun. And so having the ability to respawn, playing in a much smaller map where action is everywhere, but it's still in a BR format, really is fun. And it's really enjoyable for me. And this also goes back to that Treyarch has been constantly putting updates into Blackout. Now, obviously, we went on a hiatus without, an update for quite some time, but I really enjoyed playing, Blackout, even after, my multiplayer, burned out, The zombies, unfortunately, hasn't quite captivated me yet, but Gauntlet was definitely a good start. But as far as right now, realistically, the only Gauntlet I really enjoyed was 9, and, I hope that in the future, maybe, hopefully Dead of the Night, I think that's the next map to get Gauntlet. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Oh my god, my potato aim right there. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting into zombies eventually. But I really enjoy the fact that they added Alcatraz, really brought back more life into this game, and made me want to play it even more. So I just love close quarters. I love, I'm a guy that excels on SMGs, and I'm a guy that excels in close quarters combat. I just act super quick. My reactions are generally really quick, but my long range aim isn't always the best. So, which is why I'm very hesitant on playing Armor Blackout, I guess you could say. Unfortunately, we do see the departure of the other game mode, Hot Pursuit. But I mean, if I were to pick Hot Pursuit or this, definitely 100% this. And if this was the definition of where Treyarch, or if this was the direction that Treyarch plans to take their future Blackout updates, I definitely by all means welcome it. I would even welcome even more players, to be quite honest with you. I wouldn't mind even 100 players. I'd love the hecticness. But I mean, where it is right now, it honestly already feels like there's 100 players. There's people constantly coming back in and out of the respawns, and having 5 lives each, people just keep respawning back in, and then with the respawn waves only 30 seconds apart, really makes it feel like super fast, and so makes me like, I'm pretty content with where it's at. Although I wouldn't mind seeing 60 players maybe. Like I think COD started out with 60, right, or 80, I'm not sure, but yeah, if I definitely like can see the argument against something like 100 players, but I definitely like to see more players, and I think the more hectic things are, the better as far as this map goes. I think that's what Call of Duty thrives on. And so as of making this video, I don't think we've explored everything fully, but me and my buddy here running duo squads has already gotten a multitude of wins, and that's not the flex there, but just goes to show that this game, I feel like this game would really begins to reward those that are actually good at the fundamentals of COD, and so really rewards gun skill and stuff like that, as opposed to just who can catch the high ground and who can camp with a level 3 armor till the end of the game and just throw concussions and clusters at group people. So definitely excited to see where Treyarch continues to take it, and especially with 3 new maps coming to multiplayer. I'm excited for future content updates and stuff like that. But as of right now, I mean, I think Alcatraz will definitely be a fun game mode to play for quite some time. And I mean, I hope that they make this a permanent game mode, because if they do, I could see myself really grinding out the levels. I'm about to hit first prestige. For you, that might be a bit late sometimes, simply because like a lot of you guys might only play Blackout, but I mean, I hardcore grind multiplayer. I just recently hit 400, and I mean, I took a big break too. I played a lot of zombies and stuff like that, and mixing them in between all these game modes, Blackout wasn't really on my list of to grind, if you will. But it definitely is fun, a breakaway, and I love playing it as of right now. So just something that I really enjoy. Yeah, so these are just kind of my first thoughts on, I guess, the entire game, state of the game, and just really saying I love Alcatraz. I think Alcatraz is a phenomenal game mode, and they making it free to play as well. Definitely an influx of noobs makes life really easy. Makes the newcomers as well, a chance to kill other fellow newcomers, if you will. So very cool stuff. But on that note, for TLDR, Alcatraz is awesome. I definitely will be playing this game more. And I guess it's not played this game more, because I do play this game still quite a bit, but it gives me more of a reason to play. So cool stuff. Hopefully I'll hit first prestige sometime soon, and I'll make a video on that. And yeah, expect some more high kill gameplays. Also, let me know if you guys enjoy watching these cut gameplays that I usually do, or that I'm starting to make a norm on my channel, or do you prefer these long, drawn out, more like where you see everything that happens? I just wanted to show everything that happens, because I think I just wanted to try to show off the new map, and I want to do a commentary anyways. So on that note, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. Peace out.
He's down. He's dead. He's dead.
I see him. They're across the...
On your roof. Drop down. Blind you.
Got one.
Hey, let's go.
Dude, easy claps, dude.
Too easy.